The first point on the curve labeled PC, point of curve, can also be labeled as BC, beginning of curve. The second point at the end of the curve, which is also labeled BC, you follow the whole bold yellow curve all the way to the end. It also can be called PT, point of tangency. L is the actual length of the curve, the actual distance along the bold yellow curve. Before the rotor actually reaches the beginning of the curve, usually it's a straight line. So if we were to extend this straight line beyond the beginning of the curve, then we will have what is called our back tangent. If we were to do something similar at the end of the curve and extend the straight line coming from the road beyond the point EC, then we will have created the forward tangent. Eventually, both lines will come to an intersection. This point is simply called the point of intersection, or PI. And the name of this angle is called deflection angle. Form if you depart or start at the back tangent and turn clockwise until you hit the forward tangent. If we draw a line from the beginning of the curve to the center of the circle forming the arc for our curve, and then we do the same from the end of the curve to the center of the circle forming the arc for the curve, then the angle between both lines intersecting at the center of the circle will be called the deflection angle. These two angles are the same. The lines that are drawn from the beginning of the curve or the end of the curve all the way to the center of the circle are called the radius of curves. The next element is called the long chord, and this is the straight distance between the beginning of the curve to the end of curve. The angle between the long chord and the back tangent, or the long chord and the forward tangent, that's half of the deflection angle. The distance between the center of the long chord and the center line of the length curve is called the mid-ordinate. The distance from PI to center of length of the curve, it's called the external distance. Degree of curve is the angle formed between the radius lines for a curved segment of 100 feet.